A while ago, I was looking around on YouTube trying to get me some redstone inspiration, and I came across this super old video with a working printer. Now, working for that amount of time ago, understandable, but I definitely thought I could make a better one. And then I found out that Mumbo Jumbo had beat me to the punch by 4 whole years. So I thought, well damn, hey, I can make a fast one at least, right? Nope, Il Mango also beat me to the punch by 4 whole years. So the last thing left is to make a really small one, which is what I've gone ahead and done here. Here's my full color, super small, working Minecraft printer. And I think we should start the video off with a quick demonstration on how it works, and then I'll go ahead and explain how each component works separately, just so you can get an idea of how this entire machine works. I said works a lot there, but let's go ahead and start her up. I've got a design I've created right here, and let's watch it go. And there we go. Here's our picture that we made up in the chest up there. All printed out, nice full in color, and already installed into a frame. Just the way I like it. Now, like most things, we gotta start at the beginning. And in this case, it's this simple button right here. Once this button is pressed, this redstone lights up, and this torch turns off. Once that happens, there is actually 2 redstone in here. It goes in a counterclockwise fashion, and yeah, it just goes in a counterclockwise fashion. Now, the reason I use 2 redstone dust is to get the absolute perfect timing out of this comparator that will allow just 2 items to be taken out of this chest. And for example, I guess we can take ourselves some stone granite and polished granite. We'll go ahead and break that just so that the other half of the machine doesn't start. So press that. That goes off. Items circulate around. And exactly 2 items have been taken out. As you can see, the stone was up here, got taken out. The granite right here got taken out. And our polished granite is left in there untouched. Just the way we want. So, as soon as that happens, the machine is basically all set up to fire. Which is why this button is actually connected to this repeater chain right here. These are both set to the max amount of delay. And are timed so that once all of this has happened, and the items are actually sitting right here, nice and happy, this sticky piston fires with this slab, pushing out the minecart, and starting up the whole machine. Now you're probably wondering why the hell I use a slab here instead of just a piston or a block or, you know, powered rail or just anything. Well, so I did some experimentation, and if you use a whole block, I found that this upper minecart right here actually ends up getting caught and going along with this bottom minecart. And for this system to work, we need these minecarts to go by themselves uninterrupted. If two went at the same time, this whole machine would break. So very important, and I'm very glad that slabs exist. So without it, this thing would not work at all. So we'll give a quick test fire to show you the minecart's route. Bang. It gets pushed out, heads through here, popped up, and back on the stack. So you're probably wondering about all these hoppers now and, wondering why the hell they're here. Well, they're the entire reason this system works. So as soon as a minecart comes down here, this hopper with whatever color concrete you have in here, puts it into the minecart, comes along, and it gets sorted. So I guess we'll use black concrete for an example. Right here, black concrete, right? If this has black concrete in it, it travels around, up, and it deposits it. As soon as this is detected, this powers on right here. And since there's a block below it and a sticky piston right next to it, the sticky piston actually fires down with the observer connected to it. This observes the change, putting redstone right into this block right here. And that powers this piston, which fires out one piece of black concrete powder, which is just what we want. Now the bottom is similar, but not exactly the same. Since you don't actually need to pump power through this, you can just straight up push it out with a piston. So right here, as soon as this is powered, this piston fires, and dropping ourselves a piece of white concrete powder. So the top row has the exact same setup with all these observers, and the bottom row has the exact same setup with all these pistons. So yeah, pretty neat. And pretty useful. So I think we should head on over to my favorite part, the pusher. So the way this thing works is that as soon as these are actually pushed out, they have a very small amount of time where they're actual blocks. So if we place it right there, for example, for a very short amount of time, those are full detectable blocks before they start falling. Once they start falling, they are no longer detectable by observers, except without a piece of string. So as soon as these are pushed out, that causes this line of redstone to activate, and these repeaters right here. Now, I've set this up in a very interesting way that the redstone, no matter which observer it activates, powers this and starts right here. Now, this right here is an interesting circuit I made. All it does is basically each time one of these turns off or turns on, the observer detects it, powers this block, the repeater takes the power out, and puts it into this note block right here. Since there's power in this note block, this sticky piston then fires up. And also, since this is a note block, and it actually makes has a detectable change, the observer detects it, powers this block right here, and it's timed so that as soon as this is raised, the piston is up and ready to be powered. Now, normally, this would be a huge problem in the fact that, if you get two pistons caught like this, one extends, one forward, and that breaks stuff really quick, right? Well, no, actually. With this kind of timing, with repeaters at full delay, it actually has just enough time to go up, fire, and then be retracted back down before the next one can fire, which causes this really mesmerizing looking pattern. And it works perfectly every time. And it's also quite fast, actually. So yeah, it fires, boom, 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 and drops down. And also, since this is right orientated, no matter where any color falls, it will always get pushed to this spot right here. So you want to put it, I don't know, where the orange is. And boom, see? We want to drop her right here. Boom. Pushed all the way down. How about yellow? Boom, right there. All the way down. Each time, no fail. Now, at the end of this chain, just make sure I'm not accidentally overextending. Hatch job. There we go. So, each time this fires off, as you can see, it goes down the line and actually ends up through here. Now, this entire thing is actually linked back to the beginning. So, once this fires, this redstone torch turns off, which then in turn turns this one back on. And look where we are, right back to the button. So, this block gets powered, redstone gets powered right here. All of this shadoodle happens. Items here, cart here, and next color is selected. So, that's the entire main mechanism, and this bottom part is super simple. So, as soon as concrete or concrete powder or any entity that falls. Right here. This string detects it, like the one we had up top of the minecart. And that causes this piston to fire. Now, since this is water, it instantly turns to concrete. It has just enough time. And then becomes pushed. And so, if you do this enough times, 9 to be exact, which is the total length of a row of chests, in a chest, you know what I mean? Yeah. Go ahead and do that. Now, this is a very inefficient way to do this. Alright, ready? And we'll just drop it right here so we have plenty of time to react. Boom. As soon as this happens, boom, that gets pushed out. This redstone torch powers this block, causing this redstone to be powered, and this repeater to be powered, powering this entire row. And as you know, powered block plus piston equals extended piston. Boom. Perfect. And I've also added this nice little frame. I just think it's pretty neat. Nothing interesting about it. It's not redstone related or anything. It just looks cool. And I think that about does it for the whole machine. A full color printer, really nice, really damn small for a working colored printer. You might actually be able to make it smaller. No, actually, I don't actually think you'd be able to. But this one's really damn small, and I made it myself, and it's pretty great. And I think that also about does it for the day. If you guys want a full-on tutorial for this machine, let me know down in the comments. I'm just really happy with how this turned out, and I just really wanted to show it off, so... Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and hope to see you in the next one. Adios.